slopes. But right now, make some noise for Stan. Oh!
Thank you, everyone. My name is Stan. I'm going to share a little bit about my dad tonight. My dad was the most meticulous and detail-oriented person I ever knew, especially when it came to his lawn. He had to have the lawn mowed at a certain height, depending on how much rain we had had. He had an exact schedule for when he was going to fertilize the lawn with alternate dates in case of inclement weather. And he wrote on the wall of his garage how many bags of mulch he needed for each section of his yard. So one day I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I'm playing basketball with some friends in the driveway, and the ball gets away from us and hits the stone wall. Wasps start coming out everywhere. I run into the house, I say, "Dad, there's wasps coming out of the stone wall." And he goes to me, "Well, why the fuck are you throwing a ball at the stone wall?" So I just look at him and he goes, "Don't worry about it, we'll take care of it later." So he then, at dusk, when the wasps are starting to calm down, says, "Come on." We grab a can of gasoline and a stick with a rag tied to the end of it. Puts a little gasoline on the rag and then pours the rest of the gasoline can into the hole. He says to me, "You probably should step back right now." So he lights the rag, sticks it in the hole, and this fireball comes out. So I'm looking up and I'm like, "Dad, the power lines are getting hit by the flames." He goes, "Don't worry about it, they're tough." I go, "Okay." So another time I'm playing in his pristine baseball field like front yard and where I wasn't supposed to be. And we're playing ball, I look up and I see another wasp's nest in the tree. So I say to my dad when he gets home, "Hey, there's another wasp nest. It's in the tree." And he goes, "Okay, we'll take care of it in the evening." So he gets a ladder out, invites one of his neighbors over, this little diminutive science teacher that lives down the street, Alan. And so he climbs up the tree and he goes to Alan, "There's a metal garbage can right there. Put it underneath the nest. I'm going to cut the nest off, and then you catch it in the can and put the lid on it." Yeah. Alan actually stood for a minute and didn't say anything, and then finally said no. That was smart. So my father, in his ever-present knowledge of fire, he goes and gets the rag, the stick with the rag on it, and some gasoline, sprays some gasoline on the nest, and sets it on fire. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, "Dad, is the tree gonna burn down?" And he's like, "No, we had plenty of rain, don't worry about it." So I just turned 55 this past weekend. And what I realized is that while I don't have any actual hands-on experience with fire and wasps, I am a lot like my dad. Thank you, everyone.
Aww.